Hey guys, it's January 12th, 2020. Um, so last night I tried to change the time that I would wake up today, and it totally didn't work. I woke up my usual time, but to be fair, uh, I did go to sleep like an hour or two later than usual. Hour and a half later than usual, I think. Um, so tonight, Uh, I'm hoping that I'll go to bed at a time that is. I mean, technically, I try to. It's quarter after 3 in the morning, and I try to get to bed at 3. So I got kind of sucked into watching some uh, motivational uh, videos on YouTube, which seems to be one of the things that keeps me up at night. Is I'm just uh, enthralled with uh, the insights that all these people have and trying to find things that might help me out. Um, but yeah, so I'm waking up at 11 like every day. Um, so I'm going to try and change some things up. Um, the way I sleep, I'm going to sleep closer to a window so that when the sun comes out up in the morning, roughly speaking, come to think of it, somewhere probably around 9 o'clock is when the sun would be like hitting me in the face. So I'm gonna try it and see if that will help wake me up. Um, I'm going to have a an alarm close to my head so I can, you know, more likely to hear the alarm go off. Um, and tomorrow is Monday, which is the day I'm going to start doing my bike workouts. So if I remember right, the first ride is just an easy ride for I think it's half an hour, bike ride. I'll double check when I wake up in the morning and have my coffee. But yeah, it's either 30 minutes to an hour bike ride. I just can't remember if because it's a like 15-minute warm up and a 15-minute cool down, so that's a half an hour. And so I can't remember if that was part of the. Anyways, I'll double check in the morning or before I go to bed. Uh, and it's going to be just a roughly speaking a casual ride. Uh, so it's going to start off with just um, me trying to keep a steady pace for a full uh, half hour. So that'd be like me trying to keep uh, a like 15 mile an hour pace for a half an hour, which I mean I'm so used to like speeding up, slowing down, because of stoplights and stuff like that. But I have a route that it'll take me a half an hour to get to, um, And can't remember how far I'll be going until I come back home. But yeah, either way, it's pretty close to when I have to keep the sustained tempo up. It's gonna be on a trail. I'm not gonna have to worry about stoplights or cars or anything like that. The only thing I'll have to worry about is probably joggers, because it's a recreational trail. Um, and then the next day is intervals. I can't remember if it's the third or fourth day is hill work. It's actually been like 2 weeks since I looked at the schedule. But I've been not being able to wake up in time has just been pushing things back. I've got laundry to do tomorrow, and not waking up earlier has been making it so I can't get to my laundry and watch a couple motivational, listen to a few motivational videos, and try to figure out how I'm, do some research and sleeping. I like every day. I do like at least 4 things. And luckily, I've got my food, my energy intake. I've got that pretty much down now, so I don't have to worry about that. So now I just have to worry about getting to my workouts, um, continuing to stretch. The website that I've been using for stretching routine also has like a warm-up cool down. It's like 10-15 minute long, so tomorrow I'll probably just use the bike ride to slowly warm my muscles up. The ride to where I'm going to start the trail, and then when I get back home, I'll probably do the cool down. It's got some I can't remember the term. It's not stretching, but instead of you like reaching for your toes and holding that for 30 seconds, a minute. It's a like slowly go to reach for your toes and come back, and then try to push yourself farther to reach your toes and then come back. So it's more of a moving stretch than it is just a hold that pose for X amount of seconds. It's like, okay, they have you reach up and then reach down, reach up and reach down. Each time, try, to reach as far as you can. So let's see what else. Oh, I gotta start meditating. I watch way too many YouTube videos. It's like actually slowing me down with a bunch of the other stuff. But the catch is that some of the videos I'm watching are to are like, okay, so this is why you need to meditate, and I'm learning on why I need to be meditating instead of like actually meditating. So I probably just need to like leave YouTube alone unless it's just me uploading my videos. Oh, which reminds me, um, so this time of year, 4 years ago, I was in a position uh, where I had no money. I'd lost my business, or I should say, my business was doing so poorly where I had to walk away. Uh, I was living off of $300 a month, and I was sleeping on the floor of some guy's house or some guy's apartment, and that rent was $250. So I had $50 a month to spend on food, which, needless to say, is not a lot of food. Um, I was biking, was it 6 miles to work? So 6 miles each way to work, from work. Um, and very active. So I weighed like less than I did my sophomore year in high school. So I was like ridiculously light and skinny. I'd lost a lot of muscle mass. It was like I wasn't as strong as I used to be. Um, and I was doing things that needed, I needed the strength, and I didn't have it. Um, so I was in a position where to survive, I actually had to go panhandle, and so I had to suck up my pride and panhandle for, I think I panhandled for roughly a month. Um, though I hadn't realized at the time, because I decided, oh well, okay, this is my plan, and then I was like, oh, I should probably like document that, because this sounds like a pretty, I mean, this is a crazy idea. I mean, I can do it, but it sounds like my friends aren't gonna believe me. I'm gonna have to have like video proof. Yeah, see guys, I'm moving from Austin, Texas to Arizona, a 1,056 mile or 58 mile uh, one-way trip. So I found where I had kept all of my little video clips, and so now I'm just trying to download. They're on a cloud uh, file sharing program, so I'm trying to download it to my uh, current computer, and then I'll be able to start uploading my my whole little journey from uh, Austin to Phoenix. Um, I started my journey, like actually biking, on the 16th. So that's in 3 days. I get 3 days to get the stuff downloaded and put some stuff up so that you can watch me panhandle for like a couple minutes and see what I look like when I've got a full-on beard and mustache. Uh, I was looking like super old and scraggly. Uh, but yeah, that's pretty much what I have right now. And so I will see you guys tomorrow with ideally some footage of my casual bike ride, I guess. I'll bring both my GoPros and try to figure out something interesting. So until then, be what you want to see in the world.